Here's your real estate market trends report, and this one's going to be a doozy. So most people have been sitting on the fence and they don't want to come off that fence to go and purchase a home. But what's been interesting is that home prices have actually held. All the doom and gloom of the marketplace doesn't exist. So let's get into the data. The reality is everything for the end of last year is actually down, but the numbers actually show that prices have held across the board. So if you can look at the average and median sales prices across the board, prices are actually holding in San Diego County. That's important if you're a buyer or a seller. As a seller, you want to know that you still have an asset that is appreciating or holding at its value. As a buyer, that's super important because you want to know that the home that you're buying, that the market's not going to change and shift and you're going to lose value the day you close escrow. Super important point right there. Right now, we are at the same value that we were at the beginning of 2022 with regards to value. So home prices have basically held 12 months, month over month. The biggest thing that you're going to see is still the lack of inventory. You're going to see right here that we just still don't have the inventory that should be in this marketplace to have a stable and normal market. Well, what does that mean? For it to be a buyer's market, on average, we need to have 6 months worth of inventory. And you can see right now, basically, we still have less than 2 months worth of inventory across the board in all communities in San Diego County to support the amount of buyers in the marketplace looking for a home. What does that mean? That means that prices are still going to hold. Rates are currently holding. A lot of buyers are coming off the fence, and there's even incentives for some first-time home buyers to step into the marketplace. So that inventory is really not going to shift a whole lot over the first quarter of 2023. One of the things that really did drastically change, though, is as the market started to shift towards the end of 22, the average days on market really picked up. So currently, we're about 40 days on market. So if you list your home for sale as a seller, know that you're going to have your home on the market about 40 days before you're going to see a contract on that. And that's fairly typical of a good market, meaning that you get 30 to 40 days of marketing time to make sure it's exposed to the right buyer. That's important because before, buyers were basically having to make a decision within 24 hours to put an offer on a property. And now there's some time, they get to digest, maybe they have second visits, and that allows a buyer to really investigate and know what home suits their needs perfectly. So as a seller, know that that's your average market time, and that's probably going to continue to hold true as we continue through the first quarter. Probably one of the biggest things that is holding true for the entire marketplace is our cost per square foot across San Diego County is the same as it was 12 months ago. And you can see it right here. The price across the board is basically right at the same of what we were December of 2021. So prices are holding, we're moving forward. We had that little up right at the beginning of 2022. Now we're into 2023 and prices will continue to plateau or even move up a little bit as we go into the first quarter. Rates are currently holding. So there's a lot of prospect and it's a fantastic time for most home buyers. And if you're a home seller, just know that there are opportunities out here for you as well as prices are holding. As a seller, that's super critical because you have to know the following. We had the lowest number of inventory of homes in December of 2022. What does that mean? You don't have as much competition as a seller if you're putting your home on the market. Now, typical real estate cycle is that in April and May that you'll see the ramp up in inventory pick up. Most people put their homes on the market April and May of the calendar season. And that just is kind of tied into the school calendar year. Most people like to move when their kids are out of school. But there's a lot of schools in San Diego County now that are year-round. So we've kind of seen that trend change over the longer term. But December of 2022, we had one of our lowest numbers of homes on the market. It has picked back up and already started for 2023. But look for this number to increase as we move forward for 2023. So if you have any questions or you want to reach out with regards to the real estate market, I'm always here for you. If you want to book a call, feel free. Call steve.net. I'm happy to talk to you anytime.